How's it going, guys? Zed here, and I've got a video for you that's basically a tutorial on playing the anchor position on Slums Hardpoint. First up, I want to explain what the anchor position is in case you don't know, and basically an anchor dictates where his team is going to be spawning, and in Hardpoint it's really important, because wherever your team controls the spawns, they control who's going to be closest to the next hardpoint, and you can sort of keep getting reinforcements in every time a teammate goes down. Usually the anchor won't see a lot of action, and as you can see in some points in this gameplay, I'll get impatient every once in a while and try to dive into some action before settling back into my position. Now the anchor's main priority is controlling where his team is and calling out enemies coming into the hardpoints. Because of that, you'll want to be running a strong assault rifle that will kill well at range. Guns like the SCAR, Type 25, AN94 or M8A1 are generally your best bet, because they can put enemies down quickly at range, and they're solid guns that'll control most gunfights to get into since they're accurate as well as powerful. The main idea behind being the anchor is map knowledge. Knowing the hardpoints in the map is incredibly important for any player playing a hardpoint, but especially for the anchor because he has to know where he wants his team spawning. I think in this gameplay here I actually make a mistake and push the spawn too early, but it allows me to pick up a couple kills and help the team in the long run. So the Slums hardpoints are pretty simple ones, and you should see them on your screen now. You got hardpoint 1 at mid statue, or B-dom if you're a domination player, hardpoint 2 at A-dom or tables depending on which callout you use for the area, hardpoint 3 is at toilet next to the Hummers, and hardpoint 4 is at garage. The hardpoints are definitely key, but the anchor has bigger things to worry about as well, like the spawns and his position. Right now there's a map on your screen, and the green X's on the map show the dominant anchor positions on this map, and they basically show where the anchor should be depending on where the hardpoint rotation in the hardpoint rotation the game is. For hardpoint 1 and 2, the anchor should be down at tables to bring his teammates into spawn behind him or at A-dom, and for hardpoint 3 and 4, the anchor should be at fountain at C-dom to force his team to spawn in laundry or over behind him, as you can see with the big yellow circles. Now, controlling the maps is essentially the anchor's job, and the anchor doesn't want to get involved in too many gunfights. The number one reason the anchor will die in public matches is because of revenge kills, because he killed someone as they're going to a hardpoint. You're much better off just calling out an enemy to your teammates than trying to engage yourself. You've got more to worry about trying to stay alive and keep your team spawning there. Overall, the anchor position is wholly dominant in Hardpoint, and used correctly it changes the landscape of the entire game. Also, don't feel like playing at anchor means you're not a good player, because your scores do not reflect skill when you play at anchor. Often you'll score maybe 5 and 2 or 11 and 2 like this gameplay. It's very low scores, but it's incredible how much you actually help your team to a dominant victory. So the key points for playing anchor in Hardpoint are: be sure you know the spawn points and hard points for each map, and make sure you close down all spawn points before moving into the next anchor position. Do not engage an enemy unless you are forced to, or it is in the interest of clearing an enemy out to make sure your team gets an easy capture on the hardpoint. And use long range weapons that'll kill effectively. Generally that means assault rifles, as you also have to be able to move around, so light machine guns are sort of out. But communicate effectively to your teammates where on the map your enemies are, because that's the most important tip I can give you. Anyway guys, this has been Zed, and this has been my tips for how to play anchor on Hardpoint Slums. If you like the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, leave all that good stuff. Check me out on Twitter, Facebook, everything that's there. I will see you guys later, and be sure to let me know if you want to see more tips and tricks for positions and gaming and maps and stuff in the future. Goodbye.